The 6 o'clock news starts right now.
And tonight at 6, we begin with a simple question. We're asking why the federal government wants to keep the suspected drug house standing.
So the city of San Antonio targeted the house with its Dangerous Assessment Response Team, or DART, which tackles the city's worst nuisance properties. Now, this is on Athol Avenue near Highway 90. Back in February, the Building and Standards Board ordered the dilapidated home to be torn down. Yeah, but the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, or HUD, has sued in federal court to block that. Garrett Berger explains why.
Multiple windows are boarded up or broken.
Pictures from a DART raid of a home on Athol Avenue played across the screen of a February 1st hearing, showing a rundown property with a mess inside and drugs.
I believe this was 7 grams of meth.
A San Antonio police officer said neighbors had complained about possible drug sales, and in 2 years, there had been about 40 calls to police.
8 disturbances, 2 assaults, about 7 shots fired.
As one neighbor put it to us,
it's just like a drug house, basically.
The homeowner died shortly before the hearing. His granddaughter was the only one from the family to speak.
I'm trying to get rid of everybody in that house to clean it up.
The Building and Standards Board, though, approved demolition.
Motion passes with a vote of 5-0.
But last month, the federal government said not so fast, slapping the city with a lawsuit. The now deceased owner, they say, took out a federally insured reverse mortgage in 2010, so HUD has a lien interest on the home. And since the owners died, the money is due, and demolishing the house could affect HUD's ability to collect. The city has already filed a response denying many of the government's claims. But in the meantime, more than 2 months after the city ordered it torn down, the house was still there for us to visit. No one answered, and the lock was off the door. The utilities have also been shut off, but someone had put the trash on the curb, and neighbors still see people coming and going.
They still do whatever they do, so it's nothing's changed.
A HUD spokesman declined to comment. The city attorney's office sent a short statement saying in part, quote, "The purpose of the lawsuit is to temporarily halt the demolition process while the parties negotiate a resolution, if feasible." Garrett Berger, KSAT 12 News.
And of course, we'll continue to follow that story. Meanwhile, the medical examiner calls it homicide during a trial of a woman accused of starving her 4-year-old stepson to death. Miranda Casales is charged with injury to a child in the death of her stepson, Benjamin, in August of 2021. Today, the medical examiner taking the stand defending the report that the child's death was a homicide. The defense argued that some of Benjamin's injuries could have been caused by tantrums or self-harm. They also noted a report from the child's doctor showing he struggled to gain weight. None of that changed the medical examiner's mind, though. That trial will continue next week.
Now to a courtroom over in Austin. The man accused in a deadly shooting spree that started in San Antonio and ended up in Austin wasn't in the courtroom for his first pretrial hearing. He's Shane James Jr., accused of killing his parents in Kirby and then heading to Austin, where he allegedly killed 4 people and injured 2 officers and a cyclist. His attorneys were in the courtroom today. James is going to get a psychological evaluation to determine his mental state.
In every case like this, certainly there's going to be psychiatric follow-up. He talks to us when we go visit with him, and he seems very intent on his faith, and he's doing a lot of praying right now.
The pretrial hearing was reset to June 11th. By the way, James is facing 4 counts of capital murder, and if he's convicted, he faces the death penalty.
Tonight, 1 person dead, more than a dozen others injured after a stolen 18-wheeler crashes into a Texas DPS office outside of Houston. Happened in the rural town of Brenham. According to law enforcement, 42-year-old Clenard Parker allegedly crashed into the building where his renewal for a commercial driver's license was rejected. Right now, authorities are not saying what charges Parker will face. Investigators are saying that crash was intentional. The Texas Rangers are handling this investigation.
Developing news tonight out of Dallas. Police there are investigating after a student was shot at a high school. This happened at Wilmer Hutchins High School in the Dallas ISD, Southeast Dallas specifically. So the police there responded to an active shooter call, and they then took 1 person into custody. Right now, it's still unclear as to who that person is. We also don't know how the student who was shot is doing right now.
A former cheerleading coach convicted of sexually assaulting an underage cheerleader knows how long he will spend in jail. Lex Luis Bassan, sentenced to 5 years in prison as part of a plea deal. Bassan was actually arrested in 2021 after a teenager told police he assaulted her at the facility where he worked. He was originally charged with 7 counts of sexually assaulting a child. The state waived 5 of those counts as part of that plea deal.
San Antonio police arrested a man who investigators say shot at his co-worker and a security guard. Investigators say that Frank Anthony Rivera shot at the 2 people outside of a restaurant on Somerset Road last June. Nobody was hit by gunfire. Rivera is now charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and aggravated assault against a security officer. Right now, he's at the Bexar County Jail on a $150,000 bond.
Today, the federal government announcing nearly $18 million in funding to agencies that provide migrant services in San Antonio and Bexar County. The money will be split between 5 different agencies in our area.
So here's a breakdown of where that money is going to be going. This is from the Department of Homeland Security. Episcopal Diocese, that's getting over $1 million from FEMA. The city itself is going to receive $3 million. $500,000 is going to the Interfaith Welcome Coalition, or the IWC. Meanwhile, the food bank is getting $2.4 million in federal funding. And finally, Catholic Charities, which helps to run the Migrant Resource Center along with the city, is going to get more than $10 million of that nearly $18 million we just told you about. Switching gears now. That music gets me right in the mood. Fiesta officially now less than 1 week away. And I know what all of you want. Fiesta medals.
Yeah, it's that time. Let's go live to meteorologist Adam Caskey. He's at Seguin Chevrolet handing out his Caskey Eclipse medals. Adam.
Cask Eclipse. See what we did there? Yes. I mean, we knew we'd have to make the theme part of the eclipse this year because it's such a big event and it was years in the waiting. So Fiesta Eclipses. Caskey, the Caskey Eclipse. There we go. Now what are we going to do for next year? How are we going to top that? I'm with a bunch of my friends here. Hey, everybody! Viva Fiesta! We're at Seguin Chevrolet, whooping it up, having a good time. We got one more important raffle coming up, and that's for the matching thermometer. And on Monday, I'll be at Tia's Taco Hut, I-35 in Palo Alto, and we'll have that graphic coming up in a little bit. And I've got a little helper to help me with the weather in just a few minutes. We'll talk about the weekend and beyond coming right up.
Good, because there's a lot of stuff happening this weekend, and we want to know about that. All right, thank you. So in other news now, the Texas Cavaliers are dropping in barges to prepare for the annual River Parade.
Yeah, our Tiffany Huertas has a look behind the scenes of one of Fiesta 2024's biggest events. She joins us from downtown at Main Plaza and East Nueva Streets.
Hundreds of volunteers will be putting together the River Parade. This crane will be dropping about 30 barges into the river for the Texas Cavaliers River Parade happening on April 22nd. Now, the Texas Cavaliers was founded in 1926, and they're dedicated to raising money to support the children of South Texas. Today, we have Steve, Vice Marshal, and Jonathan Deere, Parade Marshal. A good day to be out here on the river. A lot of preparation for all of this. Jonathan, tell us more about the behind the scenes to get to today.
Sure, absolutely. So we have close to 200 Cavalier volunteers that'll be helping get ready for our parade next Monday, April 22nd. So today we're putting about 30 boats in the water, as she mentioned, and we'll start decorating those boats immediately. It takes us about a week to get those boats ready for the parade and for all the people that are going to join us. And we'll start getting chairs on the river next week. So it's a lot of work that goes into it, but we've got a lot of faithful volunteers. And again, it all is to support the children of South Texas.
It's really, really exciting. Our floats get better and better every year. This year there'll be more lights, more smoke, more special features, and a surprise here and there. So we're really, really excited to be showing that to our guests. The number over 200,000 here watching it live, and over 1 million that watch it through various media outlets. So we're really excited to share that with everyone.
What's been your favorite part about this whole experience?
Oh my goodness, there's so many. I really think it's just a group of guys coming together, working really hard to benefit the children of South Texas, which is really what our mission is for this parade. And that just makes me feel really proud. I'm just happy to be a part of it. Really lucky.
Viva
Fiesta!
We'll send it back to you.
That's right, Viva Fiesta. Okay, so there's still time to get your tickets to our KSAT Insider Fiesta parties. So excited. You see that QR code right there? Well, you scan it and you can get tickets to our Battle of Flowers watch party, and you can also get tickets to our Flambeau watch party. You can find all this information right now over on KSAT.com.
Check out Transit Guide right now. We showed you this at 5 o'clock, and it is still a problem through Traffic Authority. I-10 to Probant in both directions. Very slow going, very heavy traffic as people, get their weekend underway.
All right, now still ahead on the news at 6. Our KSAT community partners are hosting a phone bank for Project Mend right now, and you could make a difference. After the break, what the nonprofit does for people in our community and also how you can help.
And taking a quick look outside with live cam. Comfortable day today, but the humidity returns this weekend. Adam Caskey has your full forecast next.
The traffic cones are gone. Now it's time to rock the block. The efforts by St. Mary's business owners to revive the original entertainment district tonight on the Night Beat.
So you know that thing that you take pictures with, or take pictures of food with? We're going to need you to use that, pick it up, and call the number that you see right here, 210-351-1363. We're holding a phone bank right here at KSAT for an organization called Project Mend, and they're a really awesome organization because they help people who can't afford medical supplies here in San Antonio get it. Joining us now is Christy Walson. She's the Chief Development Officer for Project Mend. So tell us, what kind of people are you helping?
Anybody that is in need of medical equipment, wheelchairs, rollators, walkers, hospital beds, anything like that, we take those as donations, refurbish, sanitize, and get it out to people that need it.
What if these people didn't have Project Mend? What would happen?
Unfortunately, they'd go without. Most people are not able to afford the cost of that. If it's not covered by insurance, we're able to assist anyone. We don't take insurance, we just assist anybody that is in need.
And how can people let you know that they need your help?
They can give us a call at our phone number, or they can go on our website and let us know what they need. All we need is a prescription from a doctor or a letter of medical necessity from a medical provider and a one-time annual $20 fee.
And how many people are you helping here?
Last year we helped over 1,800 people with over 55,000 pieces of equipment.
Wow, that's truly amazing. Also, you have 2 events coming up on Sunday, right? People can drop off their medical equipment?
Yes, we have a drive-through citywide collection drive. So all of that equipment that I mentioned, we can drive through it. It will be at Morgan's Wonderland right across the street from there. And they can drive through, drop off that equipment. We'll take it out of their cars, unload it. And we also have a 5K and a pickleball tournament going on at the same time. Just go to our website and you're able to still register to join the fun on Sunday. It's going to be a beautiful day.
Awesome. And I'm so happy right now because these phones are ringing just a moment ago. Thank you to everybody out there who's calling right now. Again, the phone number is 210-351-1363. That's Project Mend, and we have more information on our website, ksat.com. Steve?
Thank you.
Thank you, Stephanie. Project Mend doing some good work out there, that is for sure. All right, let's live the dream in Seguin. Let's go to Seguin Chevrolet right now, where Adam Caskey is standing by with a little helper. That's not exactly who I expected, Adam, to be helping you with your forecast.
No, introducing Pug Amethyst, 5 months old, little rascal here, ready to go. Just such a cutie. Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, get it. Who's your good girl? Who's your good girl? Who's your good girl, huh? Got my buddy helping me out. There you go, now you're calming down a little bit. Okay, hey, let's talk weather a little bit right now. Help me out here, Pug Amethyst. What do you think? Earlier today, 52 this morning. Then this afternoon, we made it to 82 degrees. 82 actually, just a few degrees above average, but the morning was below average. And the mornings will be warming up, that's for sure. Let's take a look at our morning temperature trend for the next several days. And you'll notice those mornings getting a lot warmer back up. Oh, you're getting a little rascally. There you go. Oh, yeah, you're a good boy. Yes, a good girl. Okay. They're warming up. Mornings back into the upper 60s as we get into the end of the weekend and especially early next week. So you'll notice that with the added humidity, that's what's going to bring those morning temperatures back up. Tomorrow morning, right near 60, but then that means some mid to upper 50s, especially in outlying areas, particularly into the hill country. A little bit of fog tomorrow morning, just a little bit, just a smidge of fog. It shouldn't be really problematic. Otherwise, we'll have a decent amount of sunshine. By noon, we make it to 72, then a high temperature of 84, so just a few degrees warmer than what we had earlier today. And that's 84 in San Antonio, up to about 85 in Pleasanton, 81 Gonzales. Tomorrow in Seguin, 84 degrees, very similar to today. And then Sunday, we've got, I think, thicker morning fog. You'll notice it a bit more. And we'll still make it into the mid-80s, just the morning temperatures will be on the rise. Rain chances, storm chances. 20% chance on Tuesday, and then Thursday and Friday of next week, which includes Fiesta, of course, on Thursday. It's only 20% chance right now. That's what we're thinking, 20%. A lot of uncertainty with the potential cold front that could be moving through by that time next week. If it really does punch through, then we could be in for a comfortable and unseasonably cool weekend the following weekend there. All right, here's the action. It's all in the East Coast, Great Lakes, really the Northeast right now. That's the upper level low that's been barreling through the eastern part of the country. Moving out of here, and we've got the big blue H centered over Mexico. In turn, it's going to be influencing our weather a little bit, and that's one reason why you don't see significant rain chances. But that high will break down a little bit, open the door for some disturbances. We just don't have a whole lot of disturbances that are going to be moving through. High temperatures don't change much with the exception of Tuesday, Wednesday. We get up closer to 90 degrees. Now that is more Fiesta-like, up near 90 degrees. And there's that cold front on the 7-day, Thursday on into Friday. Should that really make its way through and really punch through the area, then we have 78 for Friday, but it could very well be quite a bit cooler than that. So that's something we'll be watching. Okay, on Monday, Tia's Taco Hut, the one on the south side, I-35 and Palo Alto. I-35 and Palo Alto, that Tia's Taco Hut. Same drill, different location. All right. Oh, you were just so sweet. Calmed down so nicely. Oh, now they can't. Oh, you're a good girl. Yeah? Yeah? Yes. Say Viva Fiesta with me.
Yeah. You know, back in the day, Adam,
Steve?
KSAT did have weather dogs. Back in the day.
Yeah, that's one of those, I know.
Yeah.
Windy the weather dog?
Yeah. We need weather pug.
Oh, that one's cute.
Weather pug.
Yeah. Super cute. All right, now we're going to send things on over to our friend Larry Ramirez, who's joining us now live. He's at the Frost Bank Center. All right, Larry, it's about to go down in less than an hour. The Spurs versus the Nuggets.
Yeah, and the Denver Nuggets still have a lot to play for, including the #1 seed in the Western Conference. So the Spurs, would love to spoil that party tonight. Plus, this year's Denver squad reminds some of one of the Spurs championship squads. Plus, Mario Barrios will get to fight as a co-main event again. We got those details coming up. The Spurs 82-game regular season schedule, it's coming to an end. Good evening, everybody, and welcome live to the Frost Bank Center, where tonight the Spurs will host the NBA champion Denver Nuggets. Now, after sitting out Wednesday night, Victor Wembanyama is back and ready to face the Nugs for the final time this season. Denver is currently #1 in the Western Conference by 1 game, and they remind some of the 2014 Spurs NBA championship team.
Yeah, you can definitely see it. The way they play their team ball, obviously, everything going through Jokic, the way that he's able to just manipulate the game, manipulate defenses. But I think just as far as the team goes, I think they're the most complete. And that's similar to, how the Spurs were in 2014, or really that whole 15, 20-year run they had.
Spurs will host the Nuggets tonight at 7. Malachi Branham is out due to concussion protocol. And if you missed it yesterday, the UTSA Roadrunners introduced Austin Clonch as the men's head basketball coach, and he really wants to win. And as Nick Mantis reports, coach is shooting for the stars.
Well, as Austin Clonch took the podium as the brand new head men's basketball coach here at UTSA, he's coming off a great run with the University of Alabama, making it all the way to the Final Four. And while at the Final Four, he envisioned what UTSA can do one day, maybe making it to a Final Four themselves.
Now, listen, we're a long way away from that. Like I said, we want to come out here and compete to win the American. That's what we want to do, and make the NCAA tournament. That's where we're at right now. And again, we're a long way from that. It's hard to win one game. We can't put the cart before the horse. I say it all the time, dream big, focus small. We can have these expectations, but that means our work ethic has to represent that and ultimately back up what we're saying. But I'm excited to hit the ground running and get these guys to the gym and see what they're about. You got to embrace all of it. It's like I told our guys a minute ago, you got to embrace the moment, the good, the bad. It's all what being a student athlete is all about, and I want to help these guys get to those moments, experience those emotions, and be champions.
So the goals are set high for this UTSA men's basketball program as Austin Clonch and his coaching staff hope to bring the Roadrunners back to the NCAA tournament for the first time since 2011. Larry, back to you.
Thank you very much, Nick. San Antonio's Mario Barrios will be fighting as the co-main event to Canelo for the second straight fight. El Azteca will be defending his WBC Interim World Welterweight Championship belt on Cinco de Mayo weekend against Fabian Maidana in Las Vegas.
I'm expecting, another, hard fight. I'm preparing, myself for, a brutal 12 rounds, regardless, how the fight goes. So, I'm excited.
You can hear more from Barrios on Sunday night during instant replay, starting right after the night beat. Before we go, check out Kennedy Lyons Sr. Samir Holloway clearing a 6 feet 3 inches in the high jump, setting a new personal record. He did this at the UIL Class 2A area track and field meet at Texas A&M University Kingsville. He won the area high jump title by 5 inches. That's awesome. Congratulations, Samir. That is it from the Frost Bank Center. Guys, back to you. It is loud and it's a party in here right now.
Exactly. Next to last game. Thanks, Larry. Appreciate it.
Now, we want you to stick around because it's Friday. You know what that means. Yeah, we're going to tell you about all the cool stuff that you can do around town this weekend. Budo Picks, my friends. It's up after the break.
Yes, so it's time for Budo Picks.
Yeah, it's Friday.
Yeah,
you know what time it is. Yeah, once again, we have a busy and a fun weekend here in San Antonio. Our good friend Stephanie Guerra is now with us to give us the scoop. All right, I'm going to start with this. The Fitness in the Park, that's tomorrow.
Yeah, so I'm glad to be back, and it's time to get outdoors because the weather's nice for a little bit, right?
So nice, yeah.
Nice weather. So Brackenridge Park Conservancy is actually launching a brand new Fitness in the Park series. It's a celebration of 125 years of Brackenridge this year. So they're going to do all kinds of fun new events, and they kick off tomorrow. You can do yoga tomorrow with our District 1 Councilwoman, Sue Carr. They're going to have a bunch of goodies and surprises. It's from 9:30 to 11:30 over by the softball field. Great way to get your body moving because we're going to need it the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, yoga with a council person.
Yeah.
That should be an attraction right there, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's fun.
All right, the next thing we're going to talk about is something that KSAT is also a sponsor of. It's the San Antonio Book Festival.
Yes.
Which is really kind of evolved into a very cool event.
It is a big deal. So it's going on downtown at the big, beautiful Enchilada Library,
Yes.
Central Library, and you will get to see authors from all over the country, all over the world tomorrow. It's free, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. You can take everyone. It's free for all ages. It's good for all ages. There's poems, there's comics, there's live music, there's food, there's games, activities. There are so many amazing authors, and you can check out the full schedule on the San Antonio Book Festival website. But I know you all will be there. Do you have any favorite authors? You don't want to call them out.
Well, no, I mean, I know some of the authors I actually know. Like I know Joe Hawley is going to be there writing something about the Texas electric cooperative system and how it got set up and how it's evolved. I've known Joe from other things that he covered. He worked in Houston for a while. So, yeah, it should be very interesting.
And it's a great way to discover new authors, too, up-and-coming authors. So there are some celebrity authors, famous authors, but, it's a great way for even local authors to get into the festival and be a part of that big celebration.
And to get to meet them.
Yes.
Good for kids, good for adults, and I like that because you can ask them questions about their book
it's
as well.
very intimate, up close and personal. It's a very fun event.
Yeah.
Guayaberas.
We're almost there. We're almost there. I got one of my first Fiesta medals here, Adam's medal.
There you go.
So tomorrow, Fiesta, I feel like is already going on with all the events. But there is Guayabera Fest, and it's happening at Travis Park. And this is put on by a local business downtown called Divide and Conquer that actually makes custom guayaberas. You need to stop by if you haven't.
That's what I was wondering. I was wondering who's putting this on.
Yes, and in partnership with Centro San Antonio. So it was in Peacock Alley, but it outgrew it the last few years. So now they're having a big celebration in Travis Park. There's going to be a ton of vendors, live music, food. My mom will be there selling flower crowns. It's her last time selling at an event. Her flower crown. I'm so sad because it's her last time doing a Fiesta event. She's retiring. We'll see how that goes. But you can get all of your Fiesta clothes apparel, accessories tomorrow before we actually get to the Fiesta
So they will be
event.
selling Guayaberas down there?
Yes. They will be selling Fiesta apparel, Fiesta accessories, probably everything you can think of with all the vendors.
And the Guayabera, as you said, are custom. Like, is that as far as sizing, or people put their little twists on the
So
Guayabera?
I'm sure they will have some already ready. The actual shop, Divide and Conquer, makes them based on if you want a certain pattern, sizes, things like that. You can definitely go to him or talk to him, Javier, while he's there tomorrow. But there will be lots of vendors also that will help out with getting you prepped and ready for Fiesta next week.
I buy them from all over the place.
Yeah, well,
All
it's nice.
over
They're
the place.
handmade here in San
Yeah.
Antonio, right on Broadway.
Yeah,
that's
it'd be
awesome.
kind of a buttoned-up festival there.
They have women's Guayaberas.
I saw what
Get
you
it,
did.
but-
They
I saw
have
what he did.
women's Guayaberas.
He's just,
See?
he's just
Women's
excited about
Guayaberas?
that. Okay.
I'm just saying.
Decided it was what? A button.
It's a buttoned-up event.
All right. So next there's a Taste of the South Side, which is happening this weekend. So tell us about that event.
Yes, so, there's a taste of the city everywhere, all over the city. Taste of the Southside is a fairly new event. It's a few years old, but you get to experience all of the Southside local businesses and vendors over on the Southside Saturday and Sunday. They also have great live music, so they have some featured artists like DJ Kane, Celsius, which is a great local band, AJ Castillo, also local, and Los Desperados, so a great variety of music. It's $5 entry, and the kids are free, so that's good.
And it's both Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday, so if you can't make it one day, you have 2 days to make it, but it's growing. It's a big Fiesta event that's growing. Next year is probably going to be too big, but it's a lot of fun, and you really get to taste all of the Southside businesses and experience them if you don't get over to that side of town too often.
Yeah, that's the point.
If you don't,
Yes.
you should. Because,
Yes.
Taste of the South Side, you had me right there.
Yes, there we go, right? Like,
Yeah.
it is becoming a very popular Fiesta event, and I'm excited for them to continue.
Yeah. All right, so the Pearl Stable Hall hasn't been open all that long.
No.
But they're having a celebration that's 10 years long, Bitty Bitty Banda.
Yes, so I am so excited because Tuesday is Selena's birthday,
Yes.
right? And we celebrate this. We celebrate Selena every day, I feel like. But Bitty Bitty Banda is a Selena tribute band out of Austin, Texas. My friend Stephanie is the lead singer. I've gotten to know her over the years, and I love the band. They have been performing for 10 years, and they're celebrating the anniversary this Tuesday night at Stable Hall. Tickets are still available. You can still take the whole family and celebrate Selena's birthday in a special way. See the band on that stage. Just think about the magic moments that Selena used to perform on stages here in San Antonio and party with everybody. So I'm going to try to make it on Tuesday
Have
night.
you seen the show at Stable Hall yet?
I have. I saw Black Pumas.
Yeah.
I need to go back.
I heard it's a very unique kind of experience when you're I went there for the grand
Talking
opening.
about it. Yes, yeah.
But I haven't been to actually see a show yet.
Yeah,
so I need to do that.
they have the shows coming and coming. So I think they're like fully loading up their calendar this year. It'd be fun to check it out.
Good.
And that event you just mentioned is on Tuesday. There's another event going on Tuesday, and that's the Bike Fiesta?
Yes. So I think this one is a really unique event. So, right, we have tons of unique Fiesta events, but this is actually cyclists that get together for a Fiesta party. It's welcome to everyone, all ages. They're going to meet Tuesday night in front of the Frostbank Tower on Houston Street. They're actually going to close down that block right there outside of the tower, have a market going on, vendors, and then people decorate their bicycles like they were Fiesta floats. So it's so cool to see. And then they do a ride, but they have a big party. It's hosted by SATX Social Ride, which I think we've mentioned before. They do a Tuesday night ride through downtown and different routes, and sometimes there's 200 people that ride with them on Tuesday night rides. But this is their annual Fiesta party, and it's super exciting, and it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's free to attend. Even if you don't know how to ride a bicycle or you have little ones that don't, you can still join the party and then get connected to people who can help you out.
I love it. And I love the fact that these are events that you don't normally hear about. They don't get a lot of publicity. They get some, but not a lot. So I'm glad that we could bring these to the attention of people out there looking for maybe a little something different to do.
Yes, thank you for always letting me talk about the Puro events that are going on in San Antonio, because we love everyone in San Antonio that's hosting something, right? Like it's so much fun all the time. Look how busy we are, and we're not even in Fiesta yet. So we love April. Happy belated birthday, Steve.
Thank you. My birthday got eclipsed this year, so it's all right.
Mine always does, because I'm an April Fool. So we're both stuck in it together.
Happy belated birthday to you too then. We're just a week apart.
Yes. It's so good. That's why we're good friends.
That's what I'm saying. All right.
Thank you, Stephanie Guerra.
Thank you. Have a great weekend.
We'll be right back.
Have you heard the concern about Lunchables? Well, they've been around for years as a quick and easy lunch or snack, and they're popular with kids.
Also people in our newsroom. But
Yeah.
anyway, a new Consumer Reports investigation may have parents thinking twice about that snack. As 12 on Your Side's Marilyn Moritz explains, tests turned up high levels of sodium and lead.
In the rush to get out the door, Lunchables. Prepackaged lunch kits are convenient, and many kids love them. But listen to this.
Lunchables and similar kinds of lunch kits are simply not healthy for kids.
We even have them in the office lunchroom. This one's turkey and cheese. Just what's inside? Let's pop it open. Here we have cheddar cheese, processed turkey, and a row of crackers.
Consumer Reports took a closer look, testing 12 store-bought lunch and snack kits and finding concerning levels of lead, cadmium, or both in all of them.
Even in small amounts, the effects of these heavy metals are cumulative and they can contribute to developmental problems in children.
Kraft Heinz, the parent company of Lunchables, Oscar Mayer, and P3, says all their foods meet strict safety standards, and lead and cadmium occur naturally in the environment and may be present in low levels. Smithfield Foods, which makes Armor Lunch Makers, says it adheres to strict programs and policies that promote food safety and quality. Target, which makes Good and Gather, did not respond. Now the sodium. Levels range from 460 to 740 milligrams, nearly a quarter to half of a child's daily recommended limit. And versions found in some school lunch programs, those had even more sodium.
Kids with high sodium intakes are about 40% more likely to develop hypertension than those with low sodium diets.
Smithfield Foods said sodium is a key ingredient and helps meet customer demands for quality, authenticity, flavor, and convenience. Kraft Heinz and Maple Leaf Foods said they're working to reduce sodium. So what's a busy parent to do? Look over that school lunch menu to find nutritious things your kids like, or brown bag it with healthy foods from home. Marilyn Moritz, KSAT 12 News.
All right, now we want to take a live look outside. 79 degrees. Skies don't look as clear as they did just a few minutes ago. Kind of gray. We'll send things on over to our good friend Adam Caskey. He's at Seguin Chevrolet handing out some medals.
What great weather for a medal giveaway.
Well, it was. It's fantastic weather. Last year when I was here at Seguin Chevrolet, we had a few storms just off in the distance, and they went right around us. I remember that. Here today now, we've got a nice breeze coming in off the southeast. You take a look at the big American flag here at Seguin Chevrolet right off I-10. And a flag of that size, you need a pretty good stout wind to get it flapping like that. And we're noticing it out here. It's 15 to 20 miles per hour, but that's the wind off the Gulf of Mexico that's going to make you feel some changes and see some changes this weekend. We'll get into that, talk about the weekend, and of course, storm chances into next week. And then I'll show off some of the new medals that I picked up over the past couple of days. See you in a bit.
Holding puppies, giving away medals, giving a forecast. Adam Caskey really does it all.
He is living it up today at Seguin Chevrolet.
And let's not forget the mariachi yesterday, right? Y'all were serenaded. It was good. It was good. That was fun. That was thanks to the great people at Cowboys AC and Heating. Now I want to show you something here. We're looking west on I-10, and you see how these clouds have thickened a little bit? They're actually the high cirrus clouds and more of a cirrostratus that have really layered up, and they're starting to shroud out our sun. I was hoping for a good sunset, but when these get so thick, it doesn't always pan out as you hoped, and you don't get all the vibrant colors. Feels great outside right now. We've got the low humidity. Look at our dew points, still largely in the 50s, so that's pleasant. You don't really feel the mugginess. Once you get to that 60-degree mark, that's the threshold for really feeling muggy. Even some dew points in the 40s as well. That's all a-changing this weekend. Starting to change tomorrow, but really in effect on Sunday and then into next week. The humidity is in place. And that's going to mean some brief morning fog tomorrow, but more noticeable fog on Sunday. Saturday still squeezing in a decent amount of sunshine, but Sunday with that fog, I think the clouds are going to linger a bit longer, and we'll have mornings back into the mid-60s by Sunday, and afternoons still in the mid-80s throughout the weekend. Storm chances, I wish they were better. Now, timing wouldn't be perfect, so we're coming into Fiesta. Fiesta starts on Thursday. we're just looking at 20% chances. Tuesday, then Thursday and Friday. It's because there's a decent amount of uncertainty with our weather pattern. And here's the overall pattern. Over New England, upper level low, that's still spinning. That's where the good soaking rain is, the kind that we need. But instead, we've got the upper level high, big blue H, just nosing its way in just enough. Then it'll move its way out and open the door for some disturbances. So next week, yes, a few 20% chances here and there. You look at our drought monitor, updated yesterday, but keep in mind, it does not take into account the recent rainfall we received. That'll be next week's drought monitor. But we were still needed, especially in the hill country, the red area, the extreme drought, and that's what we want to start to put a dent in. It's just been bad luck for the whole state, or I should say in regards to the whole state, some of the worst luck is right in our backyard in the hill country. 79 right now. There's that south-southeasterly wind at 15. By 10 o'clock, we're at 68, midnight 65. We start the day tomorrow at 60. By the afternoon, we're up to 84 degrees and a bit breezy tomorrow, a steady wind between 15 and 20 miles per hour and even gusting higher. Notice those morning temps back up closer to 70. That right there is a clear sign of the humidity back in action. And highs will get a little bit warmer early next week, closer to 90. Monday, that is my next giveaway. Tia's Taco Hut, I-35 and Palo Alto. That is on the south side. And we've got more information on social media and online. Now, I want to come back out live and show some of the medals that I've gotten so far this year. This one is my prized medal. This is the David Durbin original. His artwork was chosen for the official poster, and that's the artwork on his medal with the nice tassel. Love it. Come down, we go to Goodwill. Just got this one today from one of my friends here. It's got a spinner. More and more, CPS Energy, another big one, and you see what I mean. Texas Eats, and all the way up, Morgan's. Redesigned, and I love their colors. And yeah, we've got casky clips anyway. Yeah, no more pugs. I mean, that pug, honestly, I wanted to take Pug Amethyst home with me. Such a little cute dog.
I'm saying a weather pug.
But it's always fun out here with the people.
Weather pug,
yeah,
think
weather
about
pug.
it.
Hey.
I like it.
Yeah, think about it. All right, coming up in the Buzz, we're going to talk about the Dun Kings letting people down and a thoroughbred in the subway. It's in the Buzz. To the Buzz, and you know I'm always looking for a cool tracksuit.
Always.
Always.
Get down.
But there's a problem with this one. The tracksuit's made famous by a popular Dunkin' Donuts Super Bowl commercial in February. Well, they sold out in minutes, but customers say they're still waiting to get them. The commercial featured a fake boy band called the Dun Kings, starring Ben Affleck, Tom Brady, Matt Damon, wearing the flashy orange and pink suits. The matching jacket and pants sold for $60 each.
So customers say that they were charged immediately and they were given an estimated delivery timeline of 10 days. But some people say that they were later informed that their orders were delayed because of high demand, like you just said. Others say that they haven't heard anything from the company yet.
Yeah. Let's hope they figure that out.
Yeah. Go this? Okay. So a relic from a bygone era recently resurfaced in a Colorado library. A book was returned after being overdue for 105 years. The last stamp checkout date for this well-worn copy of Ivanhoe, you have to get in really close because it's all just, you can't really make it out, but it was February 13th, 1919.
Yeah, the book was reportedly found in Kansas. Thankfully, the library is a fine-free operation because otherwise, according to employees, the book would have racked up roughly $14,000 in late charges adjusted for inflation. $14,000. That's an Ivanhoe. All right, so a horse walks into a subway station, right? This is not a joke. It actually happened in Australia. An escaped racehorse showed up at a New South Wales rail station, spurring quite a scene. Commuters were forced to hold their horses travel-wise when the animal showed up and giddy up and down the platform.
Okay, so authorities here, it just makes me so nervous. Okay, authorities say that the unexpected visitor did exhibit horseplay at the station, but in its defense, it did appear to follow protocol, staying behind the yellow safety line, at least in that shot right there. Now, eventually the horse was loaded onto a transport.
I want to bet on this horse the next time it runs. We'll be right back.
I don't know about you, I'm feeling good. It's Friday, Udo picks, so much going on this weekend.
Yeah.
We'll see you on the night beat.
Giving stuff away. See you at 10.